Hi everyone. I created a 6-month plan so that by the end I'd be running an online art business. We're getting very close to officially launching, and in this video I wanted to share how I prepared for my launch as well as my thoughts and feelings on how the journey has gone so far. So if you are an artist thinking about opening an online art shop, I hope this video kind of gives you an idea and some pointers on how you can go about your launch. Hi, my name is Katia and welcome back to Small Beginnings. We're finally preparing to launch and I'm very excited about this. It's been a long time coming, literally 6 months, so I'm very excited. In this video, I'm going to share how I went about ordering samples, created Etsy listings, and last photographing products and creating mockups. Now let's get to our samples. So I've officially ordered all my samples and I am obsessed. Okay, I ordered my samples through Printful. Printful is a print-on-demand and dropshipping company that helps creators, businesses, and entrepreneurs sell custom designed products online without managing inventory or shipping. It integrates with e-commerce platforms like Shopify and Etsy, so you can upload designs and apply them to various products like prints. Then Printful will handle printing, fulfillment, and shipping. Eventually, I want to be able to handle printing, fulfillment, and shipping on my own, but at this stage, I don't feel like I have the systems and the space and all the resources yet to realistically manage and store a lot of the inventory. So I feel like using print on demand helps me learn first. I can see how my work sells, I can see what's popular, understand what people are actually willing to buy, and get comfortable with the selling process before taking on more responsibility with shipping them out myself. It also takes away the pressure of having upfront inventory costs, and it reduces waste since the products are only made when there's demand. I feel like it's a flexible way to start selling while you're still building business experience and figuring out what makes sense for your business long term. But having samples are incredibly important even if you're not carrying the inventory yourself, because you never really know how things are going to come out physically. Printful offers 3 samples a month at a discounted price, and the first samples came out so dark, you guys, and I was not feeling it. I've had to reorder some just because things didn't come out the exact way I thought they would. So yeah, I have some good samples and some not so great ones. And so samples are important. You need to be ordering samples so you can see what it is you're actually selling to people. And then when it comes to my stickers, I had some pretty defected ones and some good ones. The defected one is just like one big sticker, and that was literally all my fault. I screwed that part up. I realized there was a formatting issue on my end, so I had to fix that and order some new samples. It was a lot. Okay, now let's talk about our Etsy listings, okay? And this is very important. If you're starting from scratch, from zero, no audience, no nothing, I think that Etsy is a good place to start, although it has some fees that some people might deem to be not really worth it in the end. But I personally think it's a solid place for a beginner because people are already actively on the platform searching for things to buy. So you're not generating traffic on your shop from scratch. That said though, being on Etsy isn't enough. Your listings still need to be set up in a way that helps the right people actually find your work. And that's where SEO comes in. SEO on Etsy is how your listing connects with your ideal customer. It's mainly done through the title, the tags, and the description. If those things aren't intentional, it doesn't matter how good of a design or how good your product is, the right person just might never find it because your listing is not set up in the most optimal way. There's this browser plugin that I learned about called Everbee. It pulls data directly from Etsy and shows you what people are actively searching for. It shows you how often keywords are searched and how competitive those keywords are. So, like, the goal is to understand the kind of language that buyers are going to be using when they're searching for products to buy. Your titles and tags matter the most for discoverability. So, think about them as signals that you're sending to Etsy's search system. They tell Etsy who should see your listing. So if your title and your tag is like too broad or unclear, your listing won't be shown to the right audience or any audience at all. Tags should reflect the main idea of your product or how someone would search for it themselves. For example, matching teas for a family vacation, gifts for mothers, gifts for best friends, inspirational art prints, whimsical wall art, that kind of thing. These are things that people are actively searching for in the search engine on Etsy. Your title should be very specific and not generic. So I would avoid like super vague phrases and lead with the most important keywords. So, for example, instead of doing something broad, use something like Mother's Day gift dash custom photo collage frame. And that's just an example. It's very clear what it is, it's very clear what someone might buy it for. Like, it's very specific. So you can find the right audience to buy your products. SEO is a mix of research and clarity. So you're not just describing your product, you're basically translating it into search terms that your customer already uses. When your titles and tags are intentional, your work has a much better chance of reaching the people that they're meant for. And let's talk about curating our images, photographing our products, and mock-ups. So it's usually recommended that you use all 10 slides on Etsy. People are basically going to be figuring out whether you got something that they want to buy based off the first image alone. So you might as well fill that entire slide up with all the images, all the mock-ups, everything, so that they can get a full idea of what they're buying. Your main photo should clearly show what the product is at a glance without any distractions. It's clean, it's bright, and easy to understand. And then use the rest of the photos to answer any questions that might arise about your product. So each photo you add should be reducing any questions asked and any uncertainty about your product. So make sure you have close-ups of details or texture, have it at different angles, put it on a wall or a desk or a frame, and make sure you have a size reference to maybe next to a plant, next to a book, next to a hand, or next to a ruler, or just have it referenced to an actual person. I know there are some graphs out there that people tend to use a lot in their photo listings because they're going to want to know what it looks like in real life. So make sure you answer that question with a photo. And when it comes to mock-ups, they work really fine. So use mock-ups for a variety in your pictures and have at least one or two real photos to show the actual print quality. So I hope this video kind of gave you an idea of what my prep journey has been like practically. I think next video I'm gonna go more in depth into how the journey has been for me development wise. But yeah, I hope this gives you an idea of what it's like to preparing for launch on your online art shop. And by the time this video goes up, my shop is officially open. So if you are interested in any of my products, any of my prints, or my sticker sheets, there will be a link in the description below. This art shop has definitely been a long time coming, okay? It's been a very long time coming, like an embarrassingly long time coming, and I'm really, really glad that it's finally launching. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped you prep for your launch, and I hope to see you guys next time.